This is what remains of an unprotected poultry flock after a visit of a Newcastle disease virus. Newcastle disease is a highly contagious disease that causes devastating losses in the global poultry industry. The disease is caused by the avian paramyxovirus serotype 1 virus. The virus is highly contagious, and once it is introduced into a susceptible flock, all the birds can be infected within 2 to 6 days. Newcastle disease is usually presented as a respiratory disease, but digestive signs, depression, neurological signs, and immunosuppression may be the dominant clinical signs. Clinical signs include respiratory signs such as gasping, coughing, sneezing, and rales, diarrhea, nervous signs such as tremors, twisted necks, spasms, and paralysis, immunosuppression, and partial or complete cessation of egg production in laying birds. The Newcastle disease virus has a high mortality rate and can cause up to 100% of mortality in a flock. The Newcastle disease virus has a huge genetic diversity and is classified into more than 10 genotypes, but all the ND viruses belong to only one serotype. Newcastle disease viruses can be categorized on the basis of their pathogenicity as highly virulent or velogenic, moderately virulent or mesogenic, and of low virulence or lentogenic. The velogenic Newcastle disease virus is endemic in most parts of the world and may also occur sporadically in North America and Europe. There is currently no treatment for Newcastle disease, so efficacious vaccination is critical to prevent Newcastle disease outbreaks.
What if the birds were vaccinated with Avenue? The wide variety of Newcastle disease viruses requires a vaccine providing reliable clinical protection. The live Newcastle disease vaccine virus VGGA Avenue is routinely used worldwide to protect flocks and prevent economic losses. Avenue is most often administered by spray or drinking water. The VGGA Avenue vaccine virus replicates in both the respiratory and intestinal tract of chickens and is able to induce both local and systemic immunity. The vaccine virus passes through the epithelial barrier and is phagocytized by macrophages. The macrophages process and present the virus antigens to the immune system. Presentation of the Newcastle disease viral antigens enables stimulation of the effectors of the immune system. The Newcastle virus HN and F proteins play an important role in the induction of protective immune response, and they are present on the surface of the macrophages. Immune mechanisms of local mucosal immunity and general immunity are important for protecting against Newcastle disease. VGGA Avenue vaccine stimulates the local mucosal immunity in both the respiratory and digestive tracts. Mucosal immunity is driven by both cellular and humoral effectors. The main effectors of cellular immune response are CD8+ T lymphocytes involved in cytotoxicity. The main effectors of local humoral immunity are the IgA antibodies produced by activated B lymphocytes. The IgA antibodies are secreted into the trachea and gut lumen. The CD8+ T lymphocytes and the IgA antibodies are important in the local mucosal protection against field Newcastle disease viruses. VGGA Avenue vaccine virus stimulates the systemic humoral immunity. The main effectors are the IgY antibodies produced by activated B lymphocytes. The IgY circulate in the bloodstream and enable systemic protection of the chicken against field Newcastle disease viruses. The pathogenesis and tissue tropism of the viruses used for vaccination should always be considered when assessing live vaccine efficacy. VGGA avenue vaccine induces local immunity both in the intestinal and respiratory tracts. Broad protection against velogenic Newcastle disease has been demonstrated. Many studies have proven the efficacy of the VGGA avenue vaccine against highly velogenic Newcastle disease viruses worldwide. The VGGA avenue vaccine virus induces virtually no respiratory reactions, compared with other respiratory tract tropism live attenuated lentogenic Newcastle disease virus vaccines. Avenue vaccine virus replicates and stimulates immune response in both the respiratory and enteric tracts and has been used worldwide to protect against velogenic Newcastle disease for many years. VGGA avenue is the universal and safe solution for efficacious protection against Newcastle disease.